Alright, so here we are. We have every single diddler in history, starting from the very lowest of misery, all the way to our newest diddler. Let's see what we're gonna go into. So, at the very bottom, for me personally, off the bat, Misery, Tama, Entvari. Because, okay, well, hear me out, okay? If Entvari is truthfully didn't know that that person draws shit like that, questionable. Okay, not forgiven, but questionable. I would say questionable because we have no idea. But Tama's just a freak, right? In Misery, he's also just a freak, so we're gonna put them there. Green is also gonna be doing inside questionable. Now, these are all for simple reasons, right? They did some shit, but at the same time, they didn't really do some shit. They were, but they weren't. If you get what I'm saying, because Green, he was being weird, right? Like very weird. But at the same time, he was 16, and the person that he was being weird to was also 16. So it was just like nothing that crazy. What he was saying and doing, on the other hand, was that crazy. But ethical wise, they were the same age, right? Aunt Vari, if they truly didn't know the person that they were following, all that they really did was commission for furry shit, which is whatever. If that's what they want to do in their free time, I don't personally care. But if they did know that lolly shit was in there, then they gotta go at least freaky. So yeah, Tom can go in freaky because he stood on business. He basically said, "Yeah, I was in that server trying to goon. That's why I was asking for sauce." Bro stood on business. I can't be mad with him. Alright, moving on to the Diddy Disciples. I'm gonna put Flesh, okay? Actually, Flesh, Flesh can go here. If y'all don't know who Flesh is, I'm sure I got a video on it. But Flesh was the original first crazy freakster. Like, Diddy Dave was already a thing, Cetro was already a thing, but then Flesh came around and set the new bar, the new standard of what you're supposed to do. And bro sent that bar pretty fucking high. If y'all don't know who Flesh is, Flesh was kind of crazy, I won't lie. Okay, Canadian MRE is going to be questionable as well. Because basically all that he did as a white man, he said the hard R 6 times, right? Now, is that beyond questionable? Sure. Like, he can be the top of questionable. Because it wasn't really what he did that was that crazy to everyone. It's the fact that his apology was some chat GPT message and a pin that doesn't give any stats, nothing in game. That is literally just the Canadian, like this thing right here, which is crazy, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. That is probably the craziest part. All right, now for needs to be jailed, we got this feller. It's my most recent video. If y'all want to know what this guy did, go watch my recent video. We got Nuova. Yeah, honestly, needs to be jailed. I think can just be these two. I won't lie. Needs to be jailed can just be these two. Now we're kind of moving on to points, like people where it's like, I don't know where the fuck to put him. This guy, Diddy Disciple though, 100%. This guy's crazy. Okay, so now we're stuck with Leah, Cetro, and Dave. Now these can really go into any of these lists. Leah wasn't supposed for some crazy shit, so it could go to there or to go freaky. I'ma personally put freaky, but it could also be Diddy Disciple. It's just like, however you look at it, he was a fresh 18-year-old saying stuff to like 16 and 17-year-olds on Omegle, and that was like 2 years ago. But at the same time, that shit that he was saying was crazy, right? So he could go here, he could go here. It's really up to you. Now we got Dave, right? Now Dave, he made a full response, and basically his response was, yeah, I did it, but right when, like, a few weeks after I turned 18, I stopped. Which, if we remember what bro was doing in them DMs with that, like, 16-year-old, it's still a little crazy. I'm gonna put it at the bottom of Diddy Disciple, right? Because bro is nowhere near innocent, okay? But at the same time, at least he knew that what he was doing was wrong. and admits to knowing that it was wrong and admits to breaking up with him after. But at the same time, what bro was saying and all that other shit to a 16-year-old, knowing that it was wrong at the same time, is crazy. And now we have Cetro. Now, Cetro is a very controversial one because, once again, he's trying to could go anywhere, right? But I'm going to say top of Freaky, okay? Because basically what he did was have a bunch of screenshots come out of him being Freaky. And everyone was like, oh, he said it to a minor. He said it to a minor. And according to Cetro and according to the ID that he sent me, he was 14 during that time. So that's max level freak. Because apparently Cetro was faking being an e-girl for 9 years. And then doing shit like that as well. When he was 14 years old, max level freakster is all that I'm going to say. Because that is crazy. I can't lie. So, the very bottom, the least Diddy of them all, in my opinion, Misery, right? Misery, I don't even really remember what he was exposed for. But all that I know is nobody fucking talks about it anymore. The bottom of questionable, Green. Because I feel what Green did, it was bad. It was bad. The shit that he was saying was crazy. But at the same time, it was just like, he's not an adult inside Freaky, actually. He's above Tama. There's no way that he's below Tama. Because basically what bro was saying some crazy shit. I won't lie. I was just now remembering all the DMs that he had. Like, nah. That was crazy. But it was to a 16-year-old when he was 16. So, it wasn't like Diddy or nothing like that. Okay, then Entvari. If Entvari is truly innocent and did not know that that person was drawing lolly shit, then all that they really did was commission for furry shit. But if they did, then they're like right here. If they didn't, then they're right here. It's really just give or take, right? Canadian, basically the only bad part about him is his fucking apology. He said the hard R 6 times and then gave us a pin with no stats. That's crazy. Tama was just being freaky. Green was being extra freaky. Cetro was being max level freak. And then Leah. Yeah. What Leah was saying was kind of crazy, I won't lie. Leah could go here. It really just depends. Dave is gonna be the bottom of Diddy Disciple. Then his friend barely tops him. And then Flash. And then Wova and this weird fuck right here. That is going to be the complete Diddy Disciple tier list. You guys can rearrange this however you want. Maybe I forgot some stuff that, certain people did in here. I haven't slept, so my mind's kind of fucked right now. But, yeah, you guys can leave your own thoughts in the comments on who you think is the worst and who you think is the least. But, yeah, I'll see you guys inside the next one. Peace.